Before this video starts, I'd like to say hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you can join the notification squad, and comment down below for a chance at winning a shout out in the next video. What is going on, everybody, and welcome to another Minecraft command block tutorial video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to recreate a stamina bar in vanilla Minecraft. So what is a stamina bar? If you guys don't know, basically if you attack an animal, swim, run, or jump, it affects your stamina. And if you don't have stamina, you pretty much can't do anything. So it actually makes the game a whole lot harder and a little bit more fun. So you can see on my action bar here above the HUD, it says stamina is full. So, well, if I start running, attacking animals, you guys could see if I just go ahead and summon in. Let me actually summon in a few, so let's go ahead and just attack that. I was at 8, now I'm at 80, so let's go ahead and kill this one. Now I'm at 50, 30, 20. So you can see that it actually impacts your stamina heavily when you're actually attacking something. When you're running, it does the same thing. It gives you weakness and slowness, and you have to rest. Basically, you got to stand still, so you might want to organize your inventory. Let's go ahead and place everything in here. That way we give it enough time for us to actually, so we got 10 stamina. So let's come over here and swim. So it says 10 stamina. I'm going to go ahead and give myself a little bit more stamina. So scoreboard, players, set at all, stamina. I'm going to give myself 50. So you can see that my stamina is now 50. Well, if I go ahead and get into the water and I just start swimming around, and you can see it's at 40, 30, 20, and 10. Well, it says rest. So I have to actually kind of just float around in the water, move pretty slow to get the effects to, you know, give me more stamina. So the game is a lot harder. Now you could switch how much it takes away and what it doesn't and does. I added it to take away a lot more so that way I could demonstrate this tutorial. So let's go ahead and go and give myself some more stamina. Scoreboard. Players, set at all, stamina 99. There we go. So my stamina is now full. It's now at 90. You can see it going down as we run and participate in the game. So the first thing you're going to want to do, let's get into the commands, is scoreboard, objectives, add stamina dummy. You're going to want to add that so that way you can actually start doing the commands. Now, with that being said, you're going to want to do the first command at repeat always active. This one's a scoreboard players, add it all to stamina 0. Basically, the moment you join in on the game, you're going to be added to the scoreboard of stamina, and you're going to be given a score of 0. So let me go ahead and just do this very quickly, and let's do stamina. So you can see my stamina sidebar here with the scoreboard is 99. It goes to 100 back to 99, so that's implemented in here. If you go into the negatives, you go back to 0, so it's also implemented in this little creation once we get to it. But basically, I have it set to the action bar. If you wanted to keep the stamina little sidebar here for your servers so you could display those things, so you could still implement this into worlds. So this one is the first one. If you guys aren't familiar with the Afk system that I showed, made by Backmasking, it kind of uses his system, but a little bit different, and I implemented way more. So this is going to execute it all, detect at the y-axis 1 bedrock. So there's always pretty much going to be bedrock at this axis of y. If it does find bedrock there, it'll go ahead and fill the bedrock and replace a note block. Well, at the same time, it's going to be setting a note block at the y-axis, so it's going to be basically always countering itself. Now once it does that, it's going to execute it all, detect at the y of 1, bedrock 0, scoreboard players, remove stamina 1. So it's always going to remove 1 if you're moving, because if you're not moving, it's going to be a note block. Just like this, it's at 99. If I start to move, it goes down. If I stay still, it'll go up. So it's pretty easy. I have a simple little redstone clock. Now you can do your clocks however it is that you want. I have a simple one here. It's easy to start that. Give yourself a redstone. Set it up like this. Place a redstone block or a lever and turn it off real quick, and it'll start this cycle. Now these two are going to be execute it all, detect when there's a note block below you, and if there is, it's going to add 1 stamina. Well, then this one is going to be a really long command, but it's basically saying when you're jumping. When you're jumping, it's going to remove 3 stamina. So if I come over here, and as you guys can see, it goes up by 1, it's 96. If I jump, it's 94. If I jump again, it'll go like that. So it's kind of like when you're jumping, it's in the 80s now, and it's when this redstone clocks, it'll hit it. So you can get a few jumps in there before it hits, but this is a good way to like give you a little bit more stamina. You can change that to 1 if you'd like. That is up to you. This one's not needed. This is just before I started doing something, so that's actually not a needed command. Now these are whenever your stamina score is at 1, you're given a slowness 3. Whenever you're given a slowness 3, it'll add you back 5 stamina. That way you're not constantly having to sit there. It kind of gives you a little bit of incentive, a faster restoring rate. So when you're kind of sitting there, it gives it to you. Now this one over here is going to affect at all scores stamina 2 whenever that happens. Basically, the moment you get 2, you'll go to 1. But when this gives, it will give you a weakness score. So basically, it's harder to kill animals. You need to kind of rest, kind of sit still. Like I said, I might implement when you eat food or craft certain things or do, just tedious stuff. It gives you stamina. I don't know yet. This is just kind of a proof of concept. Now let's go ahead and get into these. So now this one is going to be saying when there's something that's not an armor stand, it could even be another player. Within 2 blocks, but within 6 blocks of you, that's in the air. So basically, when you hit an animal, it's the best way that I can do to detect that kind of system. It'll remove 1 stamina. Now this one is the same thing, but I did the RM at 4. So whenever you hit an animal, let's say here, and you hit it, it'll go down. Now I'm at 93 for taking a swing at that pig. That's with these 2 commands. Now this one over here is basically water. So if you're in water and you're moving at all, it's going to take 1 from you. It's very tiring. Water in real life is a very tiring thing. So this one is doing the same thing. It's going to just be doing a whole lot of executes. Now you don't really need that many executes. You can just detect if there's water beneath you, and if you're moving, and do it like that. I did this for a little bit more, but you don't need it. This one over here is basically the counter systems. So this one's going to execute that if you have a score of 1 in your stamina, your scoreboard players will remove 1 from you. So if you're at 100, you're going to go back to 99. That's all that is. So you can kind of see it. It goes to 100 back to 99 very quickly. Now this one here is going to be, if you're at 0, it's going to add you to 1. So if you're at 0, it's going to basically put you at 1. So you never go to actual 0. But if you're jumping, hitting animals, and playing and doing a lot of different stuff, you might go into the negatives. The system, the command blocks might not be able to catch up as quick. So I implemented these 2. Now you can add a couple more if you'd like. But basically, if you're at negative 10, it'll give you 20 stamina. So it'll put you back at 20. And this one here is if you're at negative 20, it'll put you at 30, or it'll give you 30, so you'll be at 10 stamina again. That's how that works. They're very simple. So if you go into the negatives, it'll kind of fix it for you. Hopefully you don't get too far into the negatives. Now these are just the, like, where it says stamina is full, stamina 90. So basically all of these are the same but a little different. It's going to execute it all with scores of a stamina 99. It'll say stamina is full. So when you have 99, it'll say you are full on your action bar. This one over here is executed all, scores equals stamina equals 90. Title at S, action bar, stamina 90. So if you have a score of 90, it'll say on your action bar that you have a stamina of 90. And then it'll just go on from there. So this one, if you have 80, it'll say stamina 80, and so on. Just like that, all the way to 0. And this one is if you have a stamina of 2, it'll say stamina low, rest, or whatever it is that you want to say. And that's pretty much it. It goes all the way through. And that is pretty much it for the commands, guys. Let me know if you kind of like this system, if you would use it for anything, and what you would use it for if you kind of like it. Let me know in the comment sections. And if you guys are new, hit the subscribe button, the like button. I will see you in the next video. I'm DAKONBLACKROSE, and I'm out. Bye!